Hi, my name's Sean Newman. I've got 4 tips for first-time buyers. The first tip is get your finances sorted first of all. Speak to a mortgage advisor because they can help you with a lot of advice on what different lenders will lend you so you know how much you can borrow, what the monthly repayments will be, and what the other costs involved in buying your first property. They can also give you some help on other government funds that may be available to you, such as Help to Buy. Tip number 2 is make sure you look at different types of properties and different types of areas, because so many buyers say to me, oh, I want a modern property, and then end up buying an older property because they wanted a new property because they didn't want anything to do to the property and they wanted something in good condition, and then they'll find something that may be older but it's been fully modernized and is a lot bigger or got a bigger garden. So look at some old properties, look at some new, look at different types, maybe apartments, but also look at different areas. Again, a lot of buyers will say they want a certain area and end up buying in a different area. Now, I've seen some first-time buyers just buy the first house they see. So my advice is definitely look around, even if it's to dismiss certain properties so you know that you've really done your research. But look at lots of properties, and even if you see something you fall in love with, it's the first one you've seen, look at some others and then go back to that first one. Now, the third point is when you found a property is go back and look for the second time, and go at a different time of day, and also look at the area. Go back in the area. If you've been in the evening, go back during the day, and vice versa. Sometimes the house or the area looks really good in the daytime. You go back in the evening and there might be loads of cars and you can't find a parking space, or you go in the evening and it's all fine, and then if you go at a different time of day like 3 o'clock, it's right next to the school and it's rammed with loads of kids and loads of cars, which might be a good thing if you've got kids. But anyway, look at the property at least a couple of times at different times of day. And the fourth thing is, if you're a first-time buyer, whatever the asking price is, always start with a lower offer. You're in a very good position because you're a first-time buyer with no chain. You've got your mortgages already, or your finances already arranged in principle, and you can offer a quick exchange of contracts with the seller. You could perhaps be flexible on your moving date to fit in with the seller, so you're in a strong negotiating position. So do start with a lower offer. I do see some first-time buyers, they fall in love with the property, don't want to lose it, and go in and offer the asking price straight away. So my advice is always start a little bit lower. You can always go up. If they say no, you can always go up, and maybe you'll still have to pay the asking price, but always start a little bit lower, see what the owners say. Hope you found that useful, and if you need any more tips about buying your first home, please get in contact and we're happy to help.